What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. It is Monday night.
It's Monday.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to be on a somewhat irregular schedule for the next couple weeks because we have to balance the show around the different events that we're doing. And tomorrow night we'll be at the Haunted Road at Drive-Thru Haunt in Orlando.
The road that's haunted.
It is so haunted. Ooh.
Spooky.
Yeah. All right. So we have so many things to talk about. Here's how this is going to work. We are going to take this little pumpkin pail right here. Pumpkin pail. See the pumpkin pail? Do you see the pumpkin pail?
I do see the pumpkin man.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Do you know the pumpkin man?
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take candy. We've eaten some of it already. But for everything that we have on our list that we want you to check out, and this includes like all the different houses and things, we're gonna put a piece of candy in the thing. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from, all that stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Hopefully we sound okay. And yes, we have a lot of things to talk about. Now, this last weekend, we did get a chance to start our Florida haunt season by going to North Florida. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. So let's check on Mortimer. See how Mortimer's doing. Mortimer, you ready?
What's up, Mortimer?
I'm ready.
Looking alive as always, buddy.
I'm ready to do all the spooky things right here. Sounds good. All right.
His awesome flower glasses. Look at those.
I know, he looks so good. Okay, very, very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get in here for the haunt season preview. We've got 57 minutes to talk about 20-something things. So we're going to be going through this at a very, very pretty good clip. Now, if we're not going to get into detail with like the calendars and the ticket prices and all that stuff, if you want to, you can go to HauntScene.com. We have all the things linked in our Florida Haunt directory. You can do that if you want to. We are not talking about theme park stuff. We did get a chance to go to Howl-O-Scream, Orlando, Howl-O-Scream, Tampa. We've been to Horror Nights a bunch of times. So they're awesome. We're talking about independent haunt stuff here tonight. Okay, so here is what we are going to do. We're going to go ahead and just get started. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. That would be great. Let me just make sure that that something's working. Okay, let me just make sure this is working right here. Awesome. Well, that's weird. The chat doesn't show up on the thing. All right, so I guess we'll be looking at that on our phones here. I was panicking for a moment. All right, here we go. We got Fright Nights watching. We got Willie Does Things. We got Champ Spectre here. We got all the things. So if you have any questions, feel free. But we're going to go ahead and get started because we have so many things to talk about. All right. First thing we're going to talk about is going to be North Florida. Now, we've already done 2 of these haunted attractions. We have done North Florida Nightmare and 13th Floor Jacksonville. Want to give them a shout out. Had a great time. Hopefully you enjoyed the scare cam video for Melissa. That was a lot of fun.
I watched that last night. That was very interesting.
Yeah, I cut out a little bit of it. Melissa had a nervous meltdown with a spider thing in there. So remember, if we're coming to your haunt, which if you're a haunter, you know that we are, don't fill it up with spiders.
Please.
Don't do that. All right. So 13th Floor Jacksonville. Want to give a shout out to Ashley, all of our friends there. Went, had a great time. 3 houses there, so put 3 pieces of candy in this guy right here. 3 pieces. We're not going to eat the candy. We're going to see how full we can get this thing here for the season. All right. So 3 things there, and then we're going to do Scary Train up in Williston, Florida, in the Gainesville area a little bit later in October. But here's what we have so far. This is kind of the format we're going to work with, just showing you what haunts are out there. Are they open already? In this case, 13th Floor and North Florida Nightmare opened last weekend, so they are now open. You can go to their websites to get all the tickets and information if you want to. 3 experiences, 3 houses at the 13th Floor, Chop House, All Hallows Eve, The Deep. They also have axe throwing and some other things as well. Escape games, all kinds of other things you can take advantage of. And then North Florida Nightmare has their Cabin Fever haunted attractions. Now, this one right here, North Florida Nightmare, it's not a new haunter. I think Ryan ran Lake Ashbury haunts up north, but it is a new location, brand new haunt. And the former GM at the 13th Floor, our buddy John Steed, is doing the build and things like that. So big collaboration up there. Our friend Courtney did some of the costumes. Our buddy Mike Keos is involved with some of the marketing. So We had a really good time. It's also very close to a Whataburger.
Right down the road.
So that
That's a plus.
I will admit it is not that we haven't enjoyed going to North Florida for 13th floor in the last couple of years, but it is nice to also have another haunt to do up there to kind of maximize your night. If you go from Orlando, it's a little bit of a hike, but it's totally worth it. And we had a really, really good time. So definitely check out those haunts out there. And then we're gonna do more scare cam videos. You know.
Oh, fun! You could watch me get scared again.
I did a scare cam video.
You did.
I did.
You did great.
Yeah, it was fun.
You did great.
Right?
It's always fun to see Johnny get scared.
Yeah, good stuff. And so what we're gonna do here, opening up on September 30th, is Scary Train. Like I said, the Kirby Farm. Not like a hardcore chainsaw murder you haunt for like adults. It's a charity type thing. It's fun. It's a really cool location. We can't wait to go back. But definitely check out scarytrain.com to do the things. They've got Clown Woods, so creepy clowns in the woods, trailer park, which is one of the most unique haunts in Florida.
Yep.
And then we have Possum Holler, and we have a new mystery one, which we don't know yet, but we know it's not aliens.
It's not aliens.
Yeah, and they also have the Scary Train, which you are riding a big lap around the whole thing in a loop. All right, let me see if I can close this. Close poll. Hey, there we go. There's the chat.
There you go.
Mel's voice still needs rest and cough drops.
Well, most of this was from Saturday when I did the scare cam. Actually, screamed the whole way.
Totally
awesome. The haunt. Yeah, totally
right.
Worth it though.
Okay.
Totally worth it.
So here's what we need to do. So how many things we got? 3?
3.
So we need to add 4 for Cabin Fever. And then we got to add 5 more pieces for the 5 different attractions at Scary Train.
2, 3,
so
4.
And that'll be 5. 5, yep. And we have 2 bags of candy. Nope.
Yeah, you said 5.
Nope. 1, 2, 3 for 13th floor.
Okay.
1 for North Florida Nightmare. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Scary Train.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. All right. There's a Whataburger 20 minutes from Nashville Nightmare. It's funny you should mention Nashville Nightmare because what are we doing this year?
We're going to Nashville Nightmare.
Yay! Melissa's been there. So we're going to talk about our road trip a little bit later. Even though we are mainly focusing on the Florida haunts, we will mention the things we're doing out of state later on. All right. We got to move on. All 3 of these. Go have a good time. Go, go, go. All right. Moving on here. Our neck of the woods. Central Florida. All kinds of stuff to do here. Couple new things to do this year that may not be on your list here. So we've got a bunch of stuff, and we're going to start off with the drive-through haunts. And tomorrow night we're actually going to the Haunted Roads media event, so we'll be talking about this next week on the show. But go ahead and put 2 in here because there's the Haunted Road and there's also the Slaughterhouse Experience, which we liked last year, so that was fun. Haunted Road. Make sure you go to the website, get the tickets. The price for this one is per person, a little bit different than the other one. But Haunted Road, I think they had a couple technical difficulties, getting started. But last year was fun. We always go. We always have a good time. So I think I've got some expectations for this year.
Until they threw spiders in the car.
Until they threw spiders in the car.
And then I jumped in the back of the seat.
Well, I never figured out what happened to those spiders.
But
you know what? I don't have that car anymore. So yeah, that's fine.
What?
So whoever ended up with that car
ended up with those.
We got to back up one step. Grab the little demon guy. All right. So one thing we got to talk about here, and this is something they'll get you on at 13th floor. So this little demon guy right here, this little guy, you can buy this. It's like $30 at 13th floor Jacksonville. Okay, and you're like, oh wow, that's cute. And then the lady at the counter will say, you have to touch it. And then you'll touch it, and then the moment you touch it, you're gonna be like, I have to have it. So this guy will end up somewhere on here, but he's really cool. Wanted to give a little shout out for that.
You can get a shirt too.
Yep.
Don't be afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark.
I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid of what comes out of the dark.
All right. All right. Okay, so here's what we got here. Lots of stuff. Scream and Stream, another drive-through haunt. So there are 2 drive-through haunts in Orlando. Scream and Stream has 7 experiences. 2 of these I don't think have been announced yet, but you know what? They mistakenly announced this. So
are they aliens?
HauntScene exclusive. They're not aliens. We'll get to the aliens in a moment. So Scream and Stream, we've got 7 things here. So put 7 pieces of candy in there.
It's all walkers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. And we've had fun at Scream and Stream the last 2 years. It has been moved to the Florida Mall. So it is,
7.
Yes, it is inside the Orlando proper area. Pretty easy access from I-4. This one is priced per car. So get all the information at screamandstream.com, Haunted Road, thehauntedroad.com. So awesome. And then Petrified Forest, 3 experiences there. They have a land trail, a sea trail, and a alien trail. Sky trail. So I don't have the official art for that, but we actually had a Petrified Forest on the show a couple weeks ago, and I'm very excited. Every time I watch that clip of me freaking out over the alien thing, it just makes my heart happy.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. Awesome. So let me know what haunts you're looking forward to in Florida if you plan on doing something in your list. I know a lot of our friends are starting to do Horror Nights and Hollow Screams to death, but remember, there's all kinds of other stuff. Support these independent small businesses. Do all the things, and we love a Petrified Forest. Oh my God. We don't rank haunts. We don't say one haunt's better than the other, but Petrified Forest always has really unique scares. Unconventional stuff. You don't really know what's coming. The build team does like an insane job. I don't even know what goes into it. But it's just crazy unique stuff. Love it. Characters super aggressive. They also have a blackout night, so you can go to petrifiedforest.com. They got a couple of those.
Oh, Total Eclipse.
Total Eclipse nights. Yep.
I recommend those. They're very interactive if you like interactive haunts.
Yeah, and they'll try to steal your necklace there, but love Petrified Forest, love the crew there. They love us. We love everybody. We get along with everybody. So yeah, love Petrified Forest. Can't wait to see those. Freak Skinny, don't know who you are, but thank you for watching. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate the support.
Oh my God, is that the guy from Hollow Scream? The big zombie guy?
Freak Skinny?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Let me know if you are. Yeah, because we have a really cool clip of you that we're going to be putting out at some point. Yeah, and by the way, make sure you're following us on all our social media because we've been putting out tons of clips and pictures and things like that. And I had a really good time at Hollow Scream.
Me too. It was a lot of fun.
All right, we got to move on. Because there's so much here. Hopefully you're taking notes or watching back or going to HauntScene.com in the Haunt Directory. All right, moving on here. Can't really talk about the haunt season without mentioning Mortem Manor, which is open year round. So you could go there like tonight if you want to, I guess. Actually, they're not open tonight.
They're not open right now.
No, but
it's a Monday. That's right.
They're open. They're open year round, so you can go do that in Old Town. Awesome experience. It does get really busy towards the Halloween season, but we always go there. I think we're due for a trip back.
We are. We haven't been there in a while.
Yep.
So
always a good time. And then they have the post mortem boutiques next door, the horror shop.
Store, buy all
and want to give all the characters and everybody shout outs. We love everybody there, so awesome. And then a new thing. I should have labeled some of these new. Kind of new, I guess. So Ash's Tale of Terror has created a new haunt called Tales of Terror, and this is going to be in Orlando, on the west side of Orlando, at the Warrior Sports Park. And they're teaming up with some of the characters from Ominous Descent. So it's not going to be Ominous Descent, but some of the characters that we saw at Ominous Descent are going to be there, along with the Tales of Terror characters. And I believe the Ominous Descent folks are helping them out. And we're going to have them on the show next Monday. So really excited about that. Can't wait to talk about that. I think they also got a media event coming up as well. This one is going to open up a little bit later in October. So keep in mind, October 21st, some of the events we're talking about open up a little bit later. So maybe as you get a little bit towards the haunt season, definitely try something different. And then their haunted attractions would be called the Wasteland.
The Wasteland.
So put one in here for Mortem, put one in for the Wasteland. Perfect. Wow. We're already running it. Look at this thing. So look at how much spooky stuff. We haven't even gotten started yet. All right. Okay. So definitely check that out. Can't wait to talk to them soon. I believe they'll be on the show next Monday, so a week from today. So awesome. Love new stuff, and I love it when people we love are coming back. So that's awesome. Okay. Put that on your list here. And then we have kind of an interesting twist. I did get a chance to do the Casadega Haunted Attraction towards the end of last season. And do you remember Fright Maze?
I do. Remember? I don't think I've ever actually been to it because every time you go, I'm always out of town.
Right. So Fright Maze was a haunt that was on the east side of Central Florida, and it was in a mall, and it was at Merritt Island, I think what it was. and they're going to be doing the haunted attraction at the Casadega Hotel, which is like super haunted. It's like the psychic capital of the world. Went out last year. It was cool. It was fun. So I think the haunt's going to be called Lobotomy. So put one in here for that. And then I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. Now, once again, this is going to be something that's open up a little bit later. So keep an eye on the Haunt Directory and the websites here. And another one, we're going to give this one a little bit of a special shout out here. Screamland, which is also going to be on the east side of, this one is on the east side of Central Florida here. Casadega is like north of Orlando. But Screamland, right at the museum. Have you heard of this one?
I have not.
Wow, okay.
What? This is brand new to
What
me.
is, I know, right?
Crazy.
It's probably brand new to a bunch of people watching.
That's crazy.
Including the poster that was just released, exclusive, HauntScene exclusive. So this is going to be another immersive experience here. Screamland. Right at the museum is an interactive horror art gallery where patrons encounter artists that have been trapped in purgatory by the curator, an ancient monstrosity that feeds on artists' pain and suffering. Explore her dark gallery, make it out before you become the latest muse for the tortured souls that lay within.
Awesome.
That
So
sounds-
it's like a haunted house in a museum.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so this is going to be I love the immersive stuff. I love the audio dramas. I
Yeah.
love all these things. So I'm really looking forward to this, and this is actually going to be done Oscar, who did our intro, is going to be doing this. So
Neat.
if you look at all the really cool horror trailers for like Ominous Ascent a couple of years ago, our old intro, some of the footage is still there. But want to give a shout out to everybody involved with this one. This one I think could be a little sleeper hit if you like the immersive stuff. So make sure that you go to the page here, DerekGores.com, which is the gallery, and that's where that event will be taking place. All right, cool. All right, let me know in the chat. Has anybody learned anything new yet? Actually, I do that in class too. We don't need that. All right, let me know if I've put something new in your brain, because the whole point of this episode is not to give you every detail, but the point of this episode is to just put these things on your radar so you know that they exist. Because one of the biggest barriers of the haunt industry is when people just don't know these things are there, right?
Yeah, they don't know they exist.
Yep. And keep in mind, I want to make sure that I clarify a couple things. This is not like the most comprehensive list of every haunt in the whole state. This is just what we have on our list this year. Keep in mind, there are a lot of charity haunts. There are a lot of like community type things. We don't get a chance to do those a lot. There are home haunts. There are corn mazes. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do in addition to this. So please don't think this is like the end all be all list. This is just what we have on our list that we're going to be checking out this season. Okay. So, because I don't want a haunt like reaching out to me going, why are you talking about my haunt? There's probably a reason why. All right. Moving on here, Screamland. I think this is going to be awesome. I love the art. I love everything. Oscar can't half-ass anything. He does everything like super amazing. So I know it's going to be really, really cool. So definitely check out Screamland. Now we're moving on over here to the other side of Central Florida here, which is going to be Tampa. Right? So Tampa, we got a couple things here. Tampa region. Remember, these are all region type things here. So we've got Creatures of the Night, which we love.
So much fun.
We've got Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, which has all kinds of new stuff this year. Vault of Souls, another event coming back towards the end of October. And then Undead the Water looks really, really interesting this year.
All good stuff.
Yeah. All right. So we got Sir Henry's, 3 things for that in the little bucket here. So we're filling it up. We're trick-or-treating. We're filling up your trick-or-treat bag. But Sir Henry's Headless, and I've walked the trail. They did a little construction preview a couple weeks ago. It's just gorgeous. Zach and the whole build team and everybody there has done an amazing job setting that one up. Headless looks crazy. There may or may not be a horse there. There may or may not be an actual headless horseman. So looks pretty crazy. Final cut, kind of a retro throwback 1920s black and white maze.
I like it,
Which is going to be crazy. And then Rapture the Deep, a naughty maze, a nautical maze.
Ooh,
Yeah.
naughty.
So Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, raising the bar every year. He basically tore down like a trail and a half. So all kinds of new stuff there.
Those
Yep.
all new.
Yep. So Sir Henry's Haunted Trail.com. We had them on the show a couple weeks ago. I don't know. It's all blended together. It might have been 2 months ago. Who knows? Undead in the Water, The Gathering. Go to the Undead in the Water page. They have a trailer. Zach has trailers too for Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, but check those out. They're really, really good. But the Undead in the Water has like a cult theme. It's like a cult on a battleship. It looks
Really?
it's crazy enough to work. So yeah, it looks really, really
We're
neat.
gonna be doing that one Wednesday night.
And we're doing the media thing for that on Wednesday night as well. Yep. So we love Undead in the Water. It's on the USS American Victory ship. It's going to be at the Sparkman Wharf in Tampa. There's all kinds of places to eat. I would recommend you get there earlier rather than later because some of the bars and the food truck places type things close a little bit early. So we'll be at there on Wednesday, and we'll be talking about that Sir Henry's we actually have on Saturday this week. We got the media event for that. And then opening up a little bit later in October, and we love this, and I'm not really sure if they're doing a media preview or not, but I'm definitely going regardless, is the Vault of Souls. Now, the Vault of Souls is not like a chainsaw spooky haunt, and there's no jump scares. It's more of a immersive, elegant night out. It's got a price tag. It's like $100, but you get like hors d'oeuvres. They have live entertainment. They've got dancers. They've got a cellist, they've got hors d'oeuvres. It's a 3-part thing, all really, really cool if you're looking for maybe something more, right? Maybe you want to have a night where you can dress up, go on a date, whatever, date night, whatever. Vault of Souls is going to be amazing. I love it. I've been in love with this event since I've gone since the second year. Scott Swinson does a really good job with this every year. Not a boo scare you haunt, but it is a cool spooky experience. Like I said, I love the immersive stuff. So anything Vault of Souls, I'm in. Yeah. When we dress up, we dress up in the everything. We all dressed up last year. We had a really, really good time. And it is hard to describe, but it's really, really cool. Yeah. All right. What's up, Orlando Dave? What's up, David Swanson? What's up, guys? Putting some new stuff on your list. Did we put 3 in here for Sir Henry's yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Put 1 in here for Undead, and then 1 in here for Vault of Souls. There we go. Look at that. You know what we should have done? We should have done a contest where we could give this away with the candy in it. But I feel like I'm going to eat all the candy. Never mind.
If you've been counting, guess how much candy is it?
It's the thought. Oh my God, we could do that.
Count, yeah.
All right. So here's what we'll do. At the end of the show, if you watch, what we'll do is we'll maybe you've been counting. We'll do like a buki or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll give somebody a buki and a
like
button.
The total number of candies that's in this jar.
You're so damn smart.
Yeah. High five.
All right. Cool. All right. Moving on over here. We love Creatures of the Night. Creatures of the Night, once again, not a boo, not a scare you haunt. Kind of. It's actually a family event. So Scary Train has some scares, but the Creatures of the Night's at the Lowry Park, Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park. We've been going to this for 3 years now. A couple years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
And it's not like an adult scary thing. It's more of just like a cool spooky event. Even if you don't have kids, it's still really cool to go.
Kids, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's very pretty. They have a Wendy's food truck where you can get gourmet Frosties.
Yeah, they have like Lucky Charms.
I know.
Oh,
so really cool. My favorite part about this is they do have little haunts, like little haunts for kids, and they're rated by like how scary they are.
What was it again?
1 pumpkin,
1 pumpkin,
3 pumpkin,
3 pumpkins.
And the most extreme one at Creatures of the Night is 3 pumpkins. And we go through and watching adults get wrecked in this family fun thing is hilarious. The actual adults get wrecked worse than the kids.
It is, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's
and
hilarious.
I learned anything more than 3 pumpkins is way too scary for me.
Well, that's a cutoff point.
That's the cutoff point.
Yeah.
No more than 3 pumpkins.
That's
it.
Yeah, that's
my breaking point.
Yeah, but I want to give a shout out to Alex Crow. Thank you for everything. He's super duper nice to us. We love him. But this is pretty cool. It starts on September 30th. Definitely put this on your list, zootampa.org. It's if you got kids or you want to do something maybe a little bit less intense, or maybe you just want to chill night out, definitely check out Creatures of the Night. So it's always really well done. Okay, put one in there for that. Okay. All right. So how are we doing on candy in that bag? We need to open up bag number 2.
Almost done with this.
Okay. All right. So moving on, Creatures of the Night, awesome. And then we gotta talk about South Florida. God, do I love South Florida.
Love South Florida.
We love all the haunts in Florida. But we have such a good relationship with everybody here, and we love going to South Florida. Okay.
Yep.
Now, something I kind of threw technically or not ish is the Terror Trail. It's not really South Florida. It's actually Sebring. So it's kind of halfway between Central Florida and what we call South Florida. But we're going to mention it along with South Florida just because it's kind of in that region. We're going to talk about that one first. But we got all kinds of stuff here. Terror Trail. This one opens up on September 29th, so 10 days from now. So go to terrortrailsebring.com. This one, I think Melissa and I, we went towards the end of the season last year. We were shocked how good this was.
Yeah, it was amazing. Blew us away.
Yeah, we were just kind of like, all right, what else can we do? How can we keep the spooky season going? And we ended up down here. And first of all, it's for a good cause, for the Humane Society in Sebring, which is awesome. And we had them on the show a couple weeks ago to talk about this, and it is super duper long. It is very cool, very unique. It's an outdoor trail. Can't say enough nice things about a Terror Trail. Make sure you put this on your list.
In it too.
It's long.
It was long.
Yeah, it was really, really good. That probably, we don't really give out awards, but if we gave out awards for best soundtrack, it would definitely be.
It was really creepy.
Yeah, they do a really good job. The sound atmosphere, the sound landscape is just, it's really, really neat for this one.
Just being in the dark woods but no lights in general is creepy.
Yeah, so. And it's pretty scary. I mean, they've got some pretty good characters there, and they've got something for everybody. They got clowns, and they got scarecrows, and they got all kinds of things. So terrortrailsebring.com, put this one on your list. If you don't do this one, you're missing out. And I'm obviously I want you to do every haunt. I wish everybody could do all the 20-something haunts that we do, but this one's really, really cool. Awesome. We have freaking Skinny. We got this zombie guy from HauntScene. He's so cool. All right.
I know, right? That's awesome.
What's a candy jar for? Every haunted, every little experience, every little house, what we're doing is we're filling this up right here with everything we're talking about. So far we've got a ton of stuff in there. Basically what we're doing is we're filling up your trick-or-treat bag with all these different things to do. All right. That's what we're doing. All right, and then moving on to a little more like South Florida proper. Down here in West Palm, our friends from Fright Nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds. We've been going down there for 5 years, something like that.
Long time.
And it is always amazing. And unfortunately, one of our favorite haunts, Enigma Haunt, closed after last season. And a big chunk of their people went to Fright Nights, and then some people went to another thing, which we'll talk about in a moment. But Fright Nights has the coolest facades. They're all like animated. It's really, really neat. They've got 3 haunted attractions, so put 3 in here. Dead of Winter, Siren's Revenge, and Country Bill's Meat Market. So go to myfrightnights.com, put this one on your list. They've got some entertainment. It's actually part of the Fairgrounds, so they're like fair rides and stuff. So if you want to make a night out of it, that's pretty cool. And then we just love it, and I think I may have inadvertently gave them permission to wreck us this year.
Oh yeah, because they didn't really.
I might say it's okay to wreck you guys.
Me,
you and Kira and Shelby,
okay.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll go there. All right. So Fright Nights, can't say enough nice things about this. We love them. We have a lot of friends in the haunt industry. I would consider them family. Like we're really close to them, and they're really, really cool. And then we had them on the show a little while ago. Really, really fun show. All right. So, and then we got the Horrorland. Now we've been singing the praises of Horrorland for a couple of years now. It was previously a drive-through haunt. Unlike, and this is nothing against the Orlando drive-through haunts, but there is a certain barrier of getting scared when you're in your car. And I think the Orlando drive-through haunts played it safe. Plenty of distance, that kind of thing, more atmospheric. Horrorland had characters that did not care. They would get in your car. They would poke at you through the windows or your sunroof. They would open your doors. Yeah, they just did not care. Here's what I'm scared of with the Horrorland this year. The Horrorland
will be walking.
Is a walking trail now. So these crazy ass characters are going to be murdering us
Oh my
at the
goodness.
Horrorland. So I'm a little scary.
So if we don't get murdered at Fright Nights, we'll get murdered at Horrorland.
We're gonna get murdered at one of these.
Probably No Way Out, and then Nightmare Village.
So
like 4 locations.
The Horrorland has a ton of stuff. I just pulled in a couple little things. The Nun. They've got like different themes that you're gonna walk through here. But it's at the jungle trail in Miami. So go to thehorrorland.com to get all the info. There's like 20 things to do here. I'm not going to put 20 things in. We'll put in 9 in here. But with and this is probably the coolest part about the Horrorland. The haunt's going to be amazing. I'm sure it'll be really fun. But the admission also includes a showing of the Vampire Circus, which is a really fun show. We got a chance to see it a couple years ago at Transworld. Think of it like a evil Cirque du Soleil type thing. We love it. We love them. They're all great. So Javier, Francisco, you're all awesome. And I am really, really excited about this. We're actually going to be spending a whole weekend in South Florida, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. So we'll be doing that in early October. Really exciting about that. All right. That opens up on September 23rd. There's so much stuff to learn about that. Go to thehorrorland.com to get it all. All right, and then moving on over here. Now, I'm not going to say exactly half of people, but some people, when Enigma Haunt closed, did Fright Night. Some people are doing a haunt at the Extreme Action Park. Now, a couple years ago, when Enigma wasn't open, we went to the haunt at the Extreme Action Park, and we got completely wrecked. I mean, we had a chicken head on us. We had fake blood. Melissa got spiders dumped down her shirt and all kinds of stuff.
So many.
So this is coming back. Same people that did that haunt are going to expand it, and they're going to have 2 haunts there called the Seventh Gate and Carnival of Carnage. Really excited about this one. We love Freddy. We love Hiccup. We love everybody that we know at the Nightmare Village. Really excited about this one.
We were covered in blood. We walked out to
we got
to the general public.
We got kind of wrecked in this one. So
it was fun.
but you got to do Nightmare Village. We're doing the Horrorland and No Way Out, which we're going to talk about in a moment, on Friday night. We're doing Fright Nights on Saturday, and we're doing the Nightmare Village with the people from Fright Nights on Sunday.
So it's gonna be a double wreck.
It's gonna be a long ass weekend, yeah. And then speaking of, they've got 2 experiences there. It's also an action park, so there's like all kinds of other stuff to do, arcade games and food and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really cool, and I expect really good things from this because they're amazing. And then moving on over here to No Way Out Miami, which I think we overdid it with too many haunts last year. Like we did like 4 or 5 in one night. And we did No Way Out. We loved it. Great people. So nice. Like the nicest people. We love everybody there. Everybody was super duper nice to us. So NoWayOutMiami.com. They have an experience called The Cabin. I don't know if I can have other ones there, but last year they had like airsoft. They had like a zombie shooting thing, and they had a couple houses there. The one I saw this year was called The Cabin, so maybe it's a bigger experience or something like that. This is going to be located in Miami at the Dolphin Mall, so make sure you put No Way Out Miami on your list because totally worth it, man. Holy crap.
So much fun.
Totally worth it.
So much fun.
I wish we could have spent more time there, but we were trying to squeeze like 4 haunts in the night, which we're not going to be doing. We're not going to be getting that crazy again this year. Maybe a night on the road trip. Yeah. But No Way Out, love you. Can't wait to check it out again. You're all awesome. So did you put one in for that? All right. So many things in here. Okay. All right, moving on over here. That is going to be our Florida trip. These are the Florida trips that we're doing here. There's all kinds of stuff to do. So there's like 20-something things in Florida that we're doing. This is beyond like the theme parks and Howl-O-Scream and Horror Nights or whatever. Please go out and support these local businesses. They're awesome, and we want them to succeed. So yeah. All right, that being said, continuing with our haunt season preview here. Florida, all kinds of stuff to do. We're not done talking about Florida, but I want to get a couple of extra things in here. We're going to be going on a road trip. And this is going to be Georgia, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and Tennessee. So we're going to be hitting up some badass haunts on this trip. We've been to Netherworld several times. We love Netherworld. You can't actually step foot in Georgia without going to Netherworld, or they'll pull you over at the border. We're getting a chance to return to Dent Schoolhouse, which we love in Cincinnati, USS Nightmare, which is something we've never done, right in that area right there. Really excited. Can't wait for that. You're doing a couple haunts in Indiana, 13th Hour, Nightmare in Edgewood, Necropolis Underground. We're going to try to sneak 4 haunts in. We're actually doing 1 haunt, 2 haunt, 3 haunts, 4 haunts as we go on the trip. So that in that area, it's going to be American Horrorplex, Devil's Attic, Haunted Hotel, and Malice Manor. I do want to give a shout out to Maximus, our buddy Maximus Christian Bryant, or Pumpkin Smasher from the Dead Schoolhouse. He was very helpful in getting me connected with these haunts. And then the end of the trip, which is going to be Nashville Nightmare. And our buddy Logan Sharp is the GM there. This is going to be the final stop on this particular trip right here. Super duper excited about this. You've been to Nashville Nightmare.
I have. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So
the layout kind of reminded me of Netherworld.
Okay.
Where it had the different haunts outside, and it had kind of like a gateway.
Okay.
Where you can get like drinks and snacks and things like that. Hang out, get photo ops with characters.
So is it like an all-night thing?
It's an all-night thing.
Okay, because Netherworld's kind of an all-night thing.
Well, yeah, it's going to be like a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And really excited about the road trip. But this is not our only trip right here. I think in the future we're going to start to do maybe 1 or 2 trips a year, maybe more. Maybe we'll just take a month and a half off of work and just drive around the country.
I'll take 2.5 months off work.
Just do it, whatever.
Just do haunts. Yeah. Do it.
Yep. All right, so we're going to be doing these. We'll do all kinds of pictures and lives and things like that. Really excited about this here. And another thing, because apparently we can't get enough of the haunts, and we'll be talking to them soon once we get a date, is going to be the Ultimate Haunt Tour, which is something going to be in early November for us. And this is going to be in Michigan. It's a bus tour in Michigan that's doing 12 haunts. Most of these are full show, full actors. I'm really excited about this. We've done Erebus, and you've done the old version of Hush. I've done the new version of Hush. Erebus is absolutely amazing. One of my awesome haunt. If there was like a Mount Rushmore of haunts, I think Netherworld, Erebus, and a couple other ones would be on there as well. Erebus is really awesome. Hush is really good. Did a great job. Some new things that I haven't done. We've always wanted to go to Eggs 13 to visit our friend Rebecca. We've always wanted to go to Eloise, which is new there. Azra, Leonard Pickle and I did that last year. Fright Village, Awaken, Underworld, Nightmare Realm, The Haunt, which is actually from Doug Sheldon from Fear Expo doing that. And Factory of the Dead, and then Rotten Manor. And this is going to be a redonkulous trip. It'll be another 3-day trip in November.
It'll be so much fun.
This right here is probably going to push us over 40 haunts this year.
Oh, wow.
We might be getting like 45 because I added a couple to our list today. But yeah, this is going to be pretty damn crazy. So for the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, we're going to be overloaded.
We're going.
Yeah. We're going hard this year. Remember last year at the end of the year, I was like, yeah, we're going to dial it back a little bit. Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, not this year.
No.
Maybe next year.
And one of the cool milestones that Melissa and I are going to hit is 100 haunts. Like, we're going to hit 100 haunts that we've done together, which is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not a lot of people can say that. I know that there are, like the Haunt Finder General, Sean Padaleski, give him a shout out. He actually goes around and does like a gazillion haunts and reviews them all over the country. Very jealous. We don't really review haunts, but it's cool that somebody can actually do that. Yeah, 40 haunts. It's an impressive gauntlet. It's, there will be no chill. No chill.
No sleep. No sleep for the
no
next 2.5
till
months.
Brooklyn.
No sleep till November.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna sleep for a month.
I'm gonna hibernate.
After we get done and get back from the haunts, usually the haunts wrap up here in like the first weekend of November. After that, it's like, don't talk to me for a month. And then we do Christmas haunts. Yay. All right. So we have all kinds of stuff on our list, but you know what? We got to put in 3, 6. We got to put 12 more pieces in here. I need to open up the other bag.
Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We've already done 13th floor. We did 13th floor last weekend. I know there are many 13th floor locations, but we're doing Nashville Nightmare, which is technically another 13th floor. Oh my god, this seems like full. You gonna eat that? Sure.
Actually, I want
Don't eat the haunts.
I want the tropical one. Oh, this is orange.
Yep.
For Halloween.
Yeah, we did 13th floor last weekend. Had a good time. By the way, 13th floor Jacksonville. There are noticeable changes there. They did change some things up with their queue and some of the things there. So yeah, it was a good time. All right, we are not done. We have more spooky things. Okay, we need more of those.
Okay.
We have more spooky things for your trick-or-treat bag or your pail, because this one's already full. We have more spooky things. Now we're going to go back to Florida here. Let's be honest, 13th floor Jacksonville's the best. Okay. All right. Somebody that works for 13th floor. All right, 13th floor Jacksonville. All right. There's more than one 13th floor. It is a franchise. Yeah, they're all over. As a matter of fact, Nashville Nightmare's a 13th floor. New Orleans Nightmare's a 13th floor. Fear Columbus used to be a 13th floor. I think that was sold. But yeah, there are chains all over the country. So yeah. Yeah. If you go to 13th floor, I think if you just go to 13th floor entertainment, I think it has all there. Just Google it. You'll find it pretty quick. Let's see. Orlando. Yes, I'm going to 7-8 this year. That is already, and that is already a lot while working full time. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I take a bunch of time off of work, but yeah, we still work.
Yeah, we still work. I work 2 jobs.
This is why things get a little crazy and we start running out of sleep after a while.
I work every day.
All right. So moving on here. Okay, so want to give a shout out here to our friends, our loved ones, our really good friends from Phantasmagoria. I love Phantasmagoria. I love the people behind it. They're super duper nice. Byron and Cimarine and their real life counterparts have been nothing but really good to us.
They're really cool people.
Me personally, so I love them. I cannot give them enough love. They're going to be doing a show, so if you like steampunk, Victorian type stuff, the Phantasmagoria 8 through the Tales Darkly, this is going to be Edgar Allan Poe. So they do performances. They kind of remix those tales into different performances. They're going to have a bunch of shows in Orlando, in Ocala, in Tampa, which is I think the one that we're going to go to, and DeLand. When do you leave for California?
27th to November 1st.
Okay, so we could probably make this one right here. Okay. Yeah, Phantasmagoria we love them so much. So go to phantasmagoriaorlando.com, see all the spooky shows, do all the things. My muse is part of Phantasmagoria.
Aww.
I know, right? It's pretty awesome. Very cool. All right. Moving on over here, drink all the spooky drinks. If you're looking to go out and do some spooky stuff, obviously there's Cocktails and Screams in Orlando, Halloween-themed bar. It's not in Tampa, Florida. Sorry, this is me. I always make one mistaken episode. It is in Orlando. That's all right. Everybody knows where Cocktails and Screams is. Orlando.
There should be one in Tampa.
There should be one. And then recently I got a chance to go to the new Spookeasy Lounge location in Tampa in the Ybor area. And they have a little bar downstairs that is going to be the Catacombs. So there's like a kava bar upstairs, really cool spooky decor, bar, liquor bar, drink bar downstairs at Catacombs. Really, really cool. The location is a really cool story. Yeah. All right, Cocktails and Screams, Orlando. Don't kill me.
Not Tampa.
Yep. And then I want to give a shout out to some of the spooky stores, some of the people here. I have not had a chance to go to Atomic Horror yet. I know they did a soft opening recently. Everybody posts a lot of pictures. But Atomic Horror is a brand new horror shop in Orlando, Florida. Go to atomichorror.com, do all the things. Postmortem, Horror Boutique, you might actually see our Kira there. And that's in Kissimmee at Old Town, right next to where Mortem Manor is. So if you go and do Mortem Manor, definitely stop by the shop there as well. I'm going to give a shout out to the Hollow Pumpkin, also in Kissimmee, Florida. If you want to go and check that out, little spooky shop. If you need like, spooky accoutrement, purses, bags type thing. Accessories.
Oh, look at you using big words. Love it.
I have a myriad of big words. I have a plethora.
I love when you say myriad.
Myriad. All right. We need to keep perusing these.
He's going to know a dictionary words for the rest of the show.
All right. I know. Think of how much your vocabulary is improved. All right. And then give a shout out to Prometheus Esoterica, which we love. It's a really cool oddity shop in Winter Park, Florida. It's kind of the Orlando area. They right now have like a Halloween display that looks like amazing, the pictures that I've seen. So definitely check out PrometheusEsoterica.com. Really, really cool. Really support these local businesses. We love them. They're all awesome. Everybody's cool. I haven't really connected with the Hollow Pumpkin yet. I tried to go to their opening, but it was like insane. So did we put one in here for Phantasmagoria?
One, all right.
And we put 2 in here for Spookeasy and Catacombs, and then 1 more for Cocktails and Screams. That's in Orlando.
That's in Orlando.
And then put in 4 here for Atomic Horror, Postmortem, Hollow Pumpkin, and Prometheus Esoterica.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a list of the haunts on HauntScene.com. I do have a section called Spooky Things to Do that I need to update, so some of these things aren't on there yet, but I'm going to work on that here soon. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So we got this one right here. And that's going to do it for our preview.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
That's a lot.
So why don't you count these things? All right. So if you are watching the show right now or watching it live here, put in a guess as to how many pieces of candy are in the pail. Let me know. Put
If
the,
you've been watching
number
closely,
here. Yep.
Tell us how many pieces should be inside of here.
Yep. Yeah. Remember, there are a lot of other things, home haunts and other things that we don't get a chance to really talk about, but we're going to go ahead and count these very, very quickly. That's a lot of candy.
There's a lot of candy.
Yep. All right. So just real quick. All right. Start here. You count this half. I'll count this half. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34. 34 on my side. 34 on my side.
34 on my side.
Oh my God. I split them up in half. All right. So what is 34 plus 34? 68.
68.
Wow. Melissa, give it up. So we talked about 68 things that you can put on your haunt list, your spooky list this season. So don't tell me you don't have things to do. Now keep in mind, we didn't talk about Hollow Scream, Orlando, or Tampa, or Horror Nights. You could throw those 3 things in there. That's 3 more. There are some other haunts that will not be named. You could put them on your list if you want to risk it. But there's a lot of stuff to do out there. There's a ton of stuff to do. I want some dots. Right. Yep. Awesome. So does anybody have any questions? Because we're going to start to wrap this thing up here, so we can go. But we have so many things. So many things to do. Right. All right. So while you're thinking of that right there, Orlando Dave, I think you were the closest because you're the only person that guessed. The closest without going over. So good job. We'll get you a bouquet and a button. I think I already gave you one, so that's good. Easy. Okay. Do you want to give our Patreon supporters a thank you? Thank you so much, everybody that supports Patreon for HauntScene, supports us on Patreon. All of everything invested with Patreon goes right back into the show. This does help us do more things because remember, everywhere we go, it's gas money and all kinds of stuff. And, we want to do all the things, and this definitely helps. Every little bit helps. We don't want to take money from the haunts, obviously, so we want to promote them here. Okay. Please support us on Patreon. I appreciate that. Make sure you're following us on everything. Main platforms these days are going to be YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. We do maintain a presence on Facebook and Twitter, but we're mainly on short form content these days. So YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Please make sure we hit all kinds of milestones recently. So really thank you for supporting us there. Next week, I think we got a couple shows. Next week. So we got Tales of Terror. We're going to talk to the folks from that. So Ash and maybe Eric and Chad from Scent will be on the show. And then I think we're going to be talking to Doug and Leonard from the Ultimate Haunt Tour. So that ought to be fun. Yeah, we've got like 34,000 people on TikTok. So TikTok's like our biggest platform, which is weird. Yeah.
Growing on that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. And then I think the following week we'll do our like Central Florida like reaction video for the things that we've done. But yeah, hopefully I've given you some things, maybe some new things you didn't not care about, the things that you didn't hear of yet, to put on your list so you can go and do all the spooky things and support all these amazing people, local businesses. For whatever reason we didn't mention you, please don't take that personally. There's only so many things that we can get in a year, and usually we try to sneak in a couple other things, but looking at our calendar, we have like no more wiggle room. So we are chock full of stuff. Yeah. Awesome.
What?
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Stuff.
I am shocked that we actually got that in under an hour. I thought
I
that
know,
we were
right?
gonna,
It was right
Yeah.
before 9 o'clock.
that was like
Crazy.
me talking for 52 minutes straight.
Good job.
Yeah.
You did very well.
Good job. So Melissa's going to rest up her voice. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do appreciate that. Remember, you can always go back in and watch it again and again and again. You can share this out. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Would appreciate that. And remember, we have most of the information on HauntScene.com if you need the haunt directory. If you need information about any of these haunts or experiences or anything, and you can't find it on our website, reach out to us. I'll make sure I put you in touch with the right person. And last thing is I want to thank all the haunts. I want to thank all the people. Thank you to every haunted attraction in Florida. Thank you to all the ones on a road trip. Thank you to all the ones that we're going to do in Michigan here. Obviously, we would not be doing what we're doing without you. We appreciate all the love and all the appreciation and everything. And that's what drives us to create more content to put a spotlight on the haunts. So yeah. Yep. And then all the stores and everything and all the shows and everything. So we love all of you so much. And we are lucky and we are blessed to do this show for you. And we really appreciate all the support that you give us as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And the real haunt season starts now.
Yeah.
Well, the real haunt season started last week.
Well, I already did. But for like, what, 3 weeks, you
Yeah.
know? But yeah.
All right. Cool, 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 cool. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up a couple minutes early. And do we have anything? Let's check out Mortimer. How's Mortimer doing? Mortimer, are you ready to do the haunts?
ready?
I'm ready to do the haunts, bitch.
She's ready.
Wow, such language, Mortimer.
Right?
I know.
Watch that mouth of yours, Mortimer.
All right. So we got a couple shows next week, and please watch our content. We're going to do more scare cam stuff because you guys love it. So I think that's a lot of fun. And
Oh, they're so much fun.
yeah.
Yeah, they, yeah, I mean, Johnny cut it down, but it was way worse than
Yeah,
what you
I
thought.
had to cut some pieces. I would just want to do like the TikTok version, the short version. That's
Yeah.
why I do it for that one.
I was like shaking at the end.
Wow.
My hands were shaking.
Awesome. All right, Orlando Dave beats us. His haunt season starts in July. Actually, our haunt season.
Our season starts January 1st.
I know our haunt season is year round, man.
It never ends.
Yeah.
Keeps going.
Good stuff. All right. Till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good
And
night.
it's so soft. Oh my God.
Andy.
You have to buy it because it's so soft. I love you, but I hate you.
Buy all the things. Buy all the spooky
All right.
things.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Give me some treats.